All right. All right. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Hopefully. But I always gotta go check to see if y'all can even hear me. So let's let's go here. Let's go to this and see. I gotta open up another page and then see what the hell you guys are seeing. Okay. So all right. You guys can hear me. You guys can hear me. I got a lot of things. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cover every little news that has been going on, at least today, because I keep seeing like a bunch of uh, new shit. You know, I keep seeing a bunch of I keep getting a bunch of notifications from like channels that I'm subscribed to, and they're all reporting these news. But I've been like way too lazy to even like take the time to like fucking do my own research and to even like then make a video about it and edit it. Uh, so that's why I have not even been uploading. But I will tomorrow. I will definitely get back into uploading like regularly. But I've just been way too lazy to do it lately, really. And I see that Craig Rose is in the stream. Welcome to the stream. I see that Babes is in the stream. Welcome to the stream. Uh, Innerit, welcome to the stream. Emma, LOL Y2, welcome to the stream. Raven, welcome to the stream. And Darren Johnson, welcome back to the stream. I want to talk about a bunch of things that I've seen today, like when it comes to like news about boxing, because there's been a bunch of news, but I just have not, like I said, I've been way too lazy to even make a video about it. And definitely not, freaking want to edit a video, because that, making the video is the easy part. Editing the video is the part that takes forever. So especially with my bandwidth, when I edit a video, it takes fucking forever just to fucking be done processing. So that's why I like this whole live stream, because you could just do everything right here. You don't have to like make the video and then edit it and spend like an hour waiting for it to process and none of that crap. Catherine, welcome to the stream. Luke C, welcome to the stream. Scott Tabby, welcome to the stream. Fred, welcome to the stream. Soul, welcome to the stream. What up? It's from the UK. What up to the UK? All right, I have some things I want to talk about. First of all, did you guys see the Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua press conference? Because I kind of saw it a little bit. I mean, I didn't see everything. I saw some of it. And, the thing about like Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua is both of them are very nice. You get what I'm saying? Like they're both like very nice, well-mannered type of people. So there was no really trash talk in the press conference. Like I'm the type of dude that I like trash talking. I like it when like dudes be like, I wish Anthony Joshua would have been like, I'm gonna knock this fat motherfucker out cold. Cause I wish he would have just gone ghetto a little bit. I wish he would have just said something like, I'm gonna destroy this tub of lard, bro. I'm gonna destroy it. I don't know why I just went country on you guys, but I wish you would have done that. But AJ is very professional, very polite, and Andy Ruiz is very polite, so it wasn't really that entertaining for me. But yeah, that's the thing with a lot of AJ press conferences. He's not really, unless the guy he's fighting talks shit to him, right? Because like when he was doing the press conference for Jarrell Miller, that's when you kind of saw AJ start, actually talking some shit back, but that was really because Jarrell Miller was talking a whole bunch of shit. I Smith, welcome to the stream. John Cable, welcome to the stream. Let me read some comments. Smash that thumb. Yeah, I can't believe I got 22 people watching and I only got 6 thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up, but let's get the thumbs up to 20 thumbs up. That's all I'm asking for. 20 thumbs up. We only got 6 thumbs up. Please smash that. He sells himself. What's up from the UK? What's up, Darren? Hell yeah. They are straight up gentlemen and let the ring do the that's true. That's true. It's kind of like Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is not a trash talker, but when he was like, especially when he was in his prime, he would just beat the crap out of people. So he was entertaining. I heard, okay, I saw Sporting Icons. I saw Sporting Icons upload a video saying that Tyson Fury says that he doesn't want to fight Dillion White because Dillion White's a bum. Now, I didn't actually click on the video, but I saw that. Can you guys confirm to me, is this true? Is that what Tyson Fury actually said? Is Tyson Fury going around saying, I don't want to fight Dillion White because he's a fucking bum? Please, can somebody tell me if this is true or not? I saw the title of the video, but I didn't actually press on the video to listen to it. Because I was like outside when I saw it on my phone. I was like, Jonathan, welcome to the stream, man. Rashid, welcome to the stream. What's good? What's good with you, Rashid? Kanzaki, the pound for pound heavyweight champion of the world. Welcome to the stream. Roth, hey, what's up with this dude? Boxing Eagle, does he hate AJ that much? He doesn't hate AJ. He's just a big Wilder and PBC dick rider. The Game Safe, welcome to the stream. Leonardo, welcome to the stream. Ortiz, the boogeyman. Yeah, Ego hates AJ Dash. I don't think he hates him. I just think he has this agenda where he only defends the PBC fanboys, the PBC fighters, excuse me, and he is all for Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder happens to be for the PBC, baby. Yeah, Fury declined the fight. That's fucking bullshit. Fury declined the fight. Fury is a fucking cherry picker. Because you know what's going to happen? He's talking all this shit, saying how Deontay Wilder's this. And I'm not defending Wilder, but this guy is talking all this shit about Wilder, calling Wilder all these type of names. Wilder's a bitch, he's a pussy. But he's the one who ducked Wilder early on. He could have fought Wilder this year. Wilder was going to fight him. But he fucking ducked Wilder, and he signed his little ESPN deal, and now he's fighting that bum Tom Shorts, and now he's fucking ducking Dillion White. That would have been a great fight. I was hyped up for that fight. And now, if he, he's funny, he's calling Dillion White a bum, but I guarantee you he's going to fight a bum next. This guy goes around saying, guys need to take notes from me and fight dangerous opposition, but he's fighting a bum in Tom Shorts next. And watch him fight. Watch this hypocrite fight a bum if he declines the Dillion White fight. He's calling Dillion White a bum, but watch him fight a bum, an actual bum, a guy that fucking works at Nando's, Walmart, someplace that part-time, because he's not even a full. Tom Shorts is not a full-time boxer, people. He works at KFC part-time. Facts. That's what I don't like about Tyson Fury, okay? He's a hypocrite. You can't go around talking all this shit, calling other guys these type of names, saying Anthony Joshua is a bum, Anthony Joshua don't want to take risks, saying Deontay Wilder don't want to take risks, but then you're not taking risks. I understand he fought Vladimir Klitschko. I gave him all the credit in the world, all right? I went like this. I clapped my hands when he beat Vladimir Klitschko. I was really happy when he beat Vladimir Klitschko. But you can't live off the Vladimir Klitschko win for your whole fucking career. You can't win. You cannot live off that. That's all he does. That's all he and his fans do, is they live off that win. But he beat Vladimir Klitschko. He did a better. He didn't get knocked down the way Anthony Joshua did. They love living off that. You can't just live off that fucking victory. All right? I don't like that. Listen, Tyson Fury has not done anything since the Vladimir Klitschko fight, except fight Deontay Wilder. That's it. He needs to keep fighting that type of level opposition, the Deontay Wilders of the world, okay? Not go backwards, not go Tom Shorts. I just watch this hypocrite fight a bum next. I'm telling you. Watch this hypocrite fight a bum next after calling Dillion White a bum. But then he goes on to fight a guy who no one cares about. Yeah, he's a cherry picker. Basically, all these so-called badass men are ducking AJ and White now. We should call him the Gypsy Queen from now on. Gypsy Queen. MFFT Media. Welcome to the stream, man. Anthony Lamar. Welcome to the stream, man. We all Fury as a clown talks a lot of BS. I get trash talking as a part of boxing, but there seems to be more trash talking and ducking rather than, yeah, Catherine, you're right about that. That a lot of these heavyweights do that. Deontay Wilder for years was talking trash. Tyson, but he don't fight AJ. Tyson Fury talks trash about AJ as well, but he doesn't fight AJ. Dillion White talks trash about AJ as well, but he doesn't fight Anthony Joshua. And I see Dillion White was trashing Deontay Wilder. He was saying that, oh, look, he's fighting old ass Ortiz. I feel that that's a waste of time fight just because he already beat. I don't like seeing recycled fights. Okay. I don't like seeing recycled fights. That's why I'm kind of against that. And God. Oh, you see, I'm reading this article. It says, Joshua says Ortiz will be quicker to fight me than Wilder would. So Anthony Joshua feels that Luis Ortiz would fight him faster than Deontay Wilder. But if that's the case, he would have taken the fight the first time. This is what I don't understand when it comes to guys like egos. Listen to me. When Jarrell Miller, okay, tested positive for the fucking 29 drugs they had in his system, right? And when Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn in the zone were going around looking for an opponent to fill in for Jarrell Miller on June 1st, right? Obviously, the options. Hold on, let me just mute that phone call. Obviously, the options were Luis Ortiz, Dillion White, right? And then, of course, when they went and tried to get the fight with Luis Ortiz, when they were in negotiations with Luis Ortiz and his team, I remember guys like Boxing Ego. I remember guys like Fanon and other LDBC dudes were calling Luis Ortiz old. They were saying, oh my God, oh, now he wants to fight Luis Ortiz. Now, this is what fucking Boxing Ego was saying this. Boxing Ego made a video saying, when they were doing the negotiation, saying, oh, now Anthony Joshua won't fight Luis Ortiz. Now, when he's old. Right? He was calling Ortiz old. Fanon was making videos saying, Ortiz don't look the same. Did you see how he looked against Hammer? 78 Sports TV. That's what the LDBC were saying. Or now he wants to fight Ortiz. When he don't look that good. When he on the slab, baby. That's what they were saying. Fast forward a fucking month later. Fast forward 30 days later, bro. Fast forward 30 days later. We hear that Deontay Wilder is going to fight Deontay Wilder is going to fight Luis Ortiz in a rematch. All of a sudden, their fucking tune changes when it comes to Luis Ortiz. All of a sudden, I'm not hearing, oh, now Deontay Wilder want to fight Ortiz in a rematch when he's old. Now he's not old. Now he's not. How come a month ago Luis Ortiz was old? Why was he old when Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn were trying to make this fight happen? Why was he old back then? How come now he's not old? How come now, guys like Boxing Ego and Fanon and Best Fight the Best, all these dudes are clapping and saying, man, this is a risky fight. Why is Blue Blood saying this is a risky fight? Why is Blue Blood saying this is risky? Why are all these dudes cheering when all these same hypocrites were calling Ortiz old a month ago? They were calling Ortiz. So I guess Ortiz got young in a month, right? I guess he got young in these past 4 weeks. These dudes were calling him an old man. Now they're cheering. Now they're acting like this is a good fight for Deontay. Why? Because it's double standards. They wanted to call Ortiz old because they knew he was facing Anthony Joshua. So they wanted to use that excuse when Anthony Joshua beat him. When Anthony Joshua beat him, they wanted to come out and be like, oh, you know what? The only reason he beat him was because Ortiz was old. A, B, he was damaged goods because Deontay Wilder beat his ass. That's what would have been the excuse. I'm telling you. Had Ortiz had some balls and not allow Al Haymon to control his life, he would have taken that fight. Had he lost to AJ on Saturday, all the LDBC dudes would be calling Ortiz an old-ass man, would be saying he was damaged goods, right? So that's why before that fight, when there was negotiations for that fight, they were all saying that. They were all calling him an old-ass man. Fast forward a month later, now they're praising Deontay Wilder for fighting this same old-ass man that they called old. And now they're saying that this is a risky fight. They're saying this is a risky fight. Bro, I've seen some of these dudes say, oh my God, Wilder taking a risk. He don't have to fight Ortiz. He don't got to do this. Bro, why were they not saying Anthony Joshua was taking a risk a month ago when they were trying to make the fight with Ortiz? Nobody was saying AJ's taking a risk. He don't gotta fight Ortiz. He could cherry pick some bum. He could cherry pick Michael a Hunter. He could cherry pick that bum. He could fight Manuel Char. He could fight Aji Caballero. But he trying to fight because AJ came out and said, I just want Ortiz. That's it. But he taking a red. They weren't saying that. Instead, they were calling Ortiz an old ass, over the hill, bum ass man. But when it comes to Wilder, they're not saying he's old. They're not saying he's over the hill. They're saying they're doing the complete opposite, and they're saying Wilder's taking a risk. And I dropped my mic. Sorry about that. They're saying Wilder's taking a risk, man. He don't need to do this. He don't need to fight Ortiz. This is what real champions do, man. They be fighting dudes like Ortiz. They be taking risks against 49-year-old heavyweights, bro. They be taking risks against boogeymen. That's what they saying. And then I see some of them saying that, like, Wilder's his own man. He chooses who he wants to fight. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. The double standards with the LDBC is no joke. 36 people. We got 36 people watching me, and we only got 21 likes up. Now we got 38 people watching me, and 20. Get them thumbs up to a hundo. A hundo. Get them thumbs up. I want to have more thumbs up than I have viewers. Like I said, in this video, I want to cover as much as I can. Just because I've been lazy with the upload. So I want to talk about everything that's going on right now. I'm gonna read some comments. Saucin, welcome to the stream. Adam, welcome to the stream. Matthew, welcome to the stream. Mr. Key Money, welcome to the stream. S. Thomas, AJ, welcome to the stream. Salute to Ross B, welcome to the stream. Nobody wants Deontay Ortiz, but no, nobody wants that fight. Wilder is a bum from Alabama. Bama bum, bro. Yo, the Alpha. Signed. I fucked up your name. I'm sorry. LDBC fan of wrestling. Man, I missed so many comments. I missed mad comments. Let's see. I'm going to try to read some of these comments. So when he fight AJ, Wilder will be the A side. Wilder couldn't feel his last fight. I'm still pissed off that we have to wait until the year 2021. Am I the only one pissed off about that? Messi, welcome to the stream, bro. Am I the only one who's pissed off? We got 44 viewers. Get them thumbs up to 44 thumbs up. Am I the only person who's pissed off? And I'm telling you right now, Deontay Wilder had no shame ducking Anthony Joshua. All right, at this point, it's like he already knows that people know that he's not into this fight at all. This year, I've been saying this in a lot of my past videos. This year was the ducking year for Deontay Wilder. Like, he had no intentions. Like, when it was Christmas 2018, he was like, he was sitting down with fucking Shelly, 96-year-old Shelly Finkel. He was sitting down with Uncle Al Hammond, and he looked at them, and he looked at Jay Diaz, and he was like, I ain't gonna fight Anthony Joshua this year, baby. I ain't gonna fight him. We gonna have to have a lot of fights and stuff for me, baby. Who can we get, baby? Oh, Ortiz, we'll give him a fight. Then we could get Adam Kornacki. Maybe then we could get a rematch with Fury. But we gotta have some fights and stuff. Oh my God, in the WBC, we gotta fight Dominic Brazil. They trying to make Dillion White fight for Dominic Brazil. They trying to mandate those two to fight. Nah, baby, we gotta have a conversation with the WBC about that shit, boo boo. We gotta make them order me to fight Dominic Brazil. I'm telling you, man, all this shit is planned. Deontay Wilder, listen, man, Al Heyman is the mastermind behind all this shit. Okay, Al Heyman is the mastermind behind all this shit. He's the dude who planned all this shit. I'm telling you, man. He told Ortiz, yo, Ortiz, listen, when you fight for Al Heyman, when he's your quote unquote advisor, but he's really a slave master, but when he's your quote unquote advisor, you got to talk to him if you want to accept the fight. You got to ring him up. You got to ring him up and be like, Uncle Al, they offered me this fight. What do you think? And then Uncle Al tells you direct, yes or no. And unfortunately, Ortiz called Uncle Al and he was like, listen, well, he can't really talk English because, you know, he got broken English, but he called he called Uncle Al and he said, listen, Eddie just offered me 7 million, bro. I want this fight. I'm broke. I don't make that kind of money. You be paying me 100K, bro. You be paying me 100K. I don't make that type of money. Please, bro, let me just take this fight. I'm gonna get to fight for all these titles, and I'm gonna make this money. And you know what Uncle Al Heyman said? He said, "No, baby, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna take that fight. You gotta fight Deontay Wilder. No, 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 baby. You better tell your fucking manager, Jay Jimenez, to come out publicly and say this is a lowball offer. You're gonna fight Wilder, and Ortiz probably said, "What you mean? I'm gonna fight Wilder? I want to make 7 million." I said no, Ortiz. I said no, baby. I'm telling you, that was the conversation. You're gonna fight Wilder. You're gonna attend Wilder versus Brazil. You're gonna confront him in the ring, and we're gonna sell this fight, baby. You're gonna fight on pay-per-view. Don't you want that pay-per-view money, baby? That's what he said. And Ortiz, being the slave he is, had to agree to that. Okay, I'm telling you, Al Heyman has this thing over his fighters. Al Heyman has this thing over his fighters. Wilder is a bum, 90% knockout rate. Give that man. Yo, Anthony Lamar. Deontay Wilder is devastating, okay? He can knock anybody out. But he ducking Anthony Joshua. Facts, bro. Facts. He became the face of boxing after that knockout. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That knockout was sensational, and it was a great knockout. But how is he the face of boxing? Because he knocked out Dominic Brazil, a guy who gets dropped in every single fucking fight he has. This guy gets dropped every other day. Every time, this guy has been dropped like 5 times in the past. Wilder was gonna, I made a video saying Deontay Wilder, mark my words, is going to knock out Dominic Brazil because he has no defense. Of course he was gonna knock out Dominic Brazil. Of course he was gonna do it. Because styles make fights. Have you heard of styles make fights? If you have no head movement and you're standing in front of Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder's best is known for knocking motherfuckers out with his right hand, and you don't move your right hand, and you're slow with your reflexes, and guess what? He throws his right hand, you're gonna get caught flush. And when you're somebody like Dominic Brazil, who has been dropped by lesser. Dominic Brazil got dropped by Amir Mensah. Dominic Brazil got rocked by Fred Cassie. Dominic Brazil got dropped twice by Izu Ogono. Dominic Brazil got dropped by Anthony Joshua. So when you got lesser punchers putting you on your backside, what do you think's gonna happen when Deontay Wilder lands on you? You're gonna get knocked the fuck out cold. We got 51 viewers. We need to have 50 thumbs up. How we got 51 viewers and only 40 thumbs up? I need to have the exact amount of thumbs up that I have viewers. A knockout is the best thing you can do in boxing. He does it. Yeah, he does. But you know what's even better than a knockout, Anthony? You know what's even better? When you knock out guys like Anthony Joshua. That's even better. When you knock out guys like Dillion White. If Deontay Wilder did what he did to Dominic Brazil against Dillion White, or against Anthony Joshua, I'll be here like this. I'll be like, oh my God, Wilder's the man. Wilder's the pound for pound #1 heavyweight. I'll be making a video saying I'm a Wilder fan now. I'm a Wilder supporter. I'll be praising him. But he's not doing that against these guys. I want to see him do this against Anthony Joshua, the unified champion. I want to see him do this against Dillion White, a very credible heavyweight contender. That's what I want to see. All right. I don't want to see him doing this against low quality. Dominic Brazil is, don't lie. Dominic Brazil ain't nothing special. Gyros, welcome to the stream. Adam JD, welcome to the stream. Someone keeps saying 99% KO rate for Wilder. Please, can someone tell this dude what it is? Anthony Lamar, Anthony Lamar, I don't think he's bad. He's telling me his opinion. Fury did not beat the 10 count. That was, I don't know. I don't know about that. Wilder has knocked down everybody he faced. He couldn't knock down Bermain Stavern the first time. He couldn't knock him down. The second time, Bermain Stavern was old, shot to bits. The first time he was active. When he fought him the second time, he was fat, and he hadn't fought in like 2 years. That's why he knocked him out. And by the way, he went there for a paycheck because he didn't try in that fight. But the first time they fought, he was actually in shape and trying to win. Joe Webb, welcome to the stream. Scooter Boy, I've seen you in my comment section before. Welcome to the stream. Brazil was paid to drop his hand when Wilder threw the punch. Who throws an uppercut when it comes in? I don't think Brazil was paid, Scooter Boy. I just think Brazil is a very average fighter, and he has no defense. And that's why I was making videos letting all my subscribers know that this is going to be easy money for Deontay Wilder. I feel the same way about the Ortiz fight. I told you in my other stream, and I'm going to say it again. Wilder's going to knock out Ortiz quicker this time, okay? This time around, he's going to knock out Ortiz quicker because he's figured out Ortiz. Mind you, in the first fight when Ortiz was about 46, Wilder dropped him like 3 times. Ortiz is much older now, and he's much slower now. So it's going to be even easier, and he's been looking really bad lately. He looked like jack shit against, what's his name? Christian Hammer. So it's going to be even easier for him. Stavern was kicking his tits. But before Stavern, he beat, but here's the thing, Anthony Lamar. He knocked out everyone. And I give him credit for that, but look at the guys he was knocking out. Who was he knocking out? Top 50 heavyweights? Get real. He was knocking out top 50, top 60 heavyweights. Please. Man, I should have when I started live streaming, I should have showed my screen just so I could go on BoxRec and show you the fucking quality of opponents that this guy was fighting. He was fighting bums. Yo, his first 30 fights were against bums. Let's not go there with his first 30 fights. I understand he knocks out dudes. I get that. I get that he's a big puncher. I'm not saying he's not a big puncher. I get it. That's why I like about Wilder, because he's a puncher. I like punchers. What I'm saying is he needs to be doing that against quality guys, not against guys that we know he's going to do that against. And his first 30 fights were all easy. He was bound to do that against these guys because he was better than them. I don't expect him to win if he tried, but yeah, he'll go down. The first 4 rounds, who has done that? Many boxers do that. Anthony Joshua was knocking out his first 20 opponents and in the first 4 rounds. What are you talking about? Schooners, yes. Sherry Smith. Schooners dropped Deontay Wilder. Schooners dropped. Let me ask you, let me give you guys a question. Okay? Because people love to say Anthony Joshua got no chin. The LDBC love to say Anthony Joshua got no chin, baby. And when Deontay Wilder land that right hand, baby, he gonna drop Anthony Joshua, baby. But let me ask you a question. What's worse, getting dropped by Harold Schooners or getting dropped by a fucking bona fide Hall of Famer who was the long reigning champion? What's worse? Because when Vladimir Klitschko dropped Anthony Joshua, everybody started saying he had no chin. He got no chin, baby. He got no chin. But people love to forget that Wilder got dropped against, Harold Schooners got 20 losses. Harold Schooners got 20 losses. Harold Schooners it's not like he's a bum times 5, but he's a big puncher. He wasn't even a big puncher. AJ don't have head movement. If you're gonna say that, you might as well say Deontay Wilder don't have head movement. Because Deontay Wilder got dropped by Harold Schooners. Deontay Wilder got rocked by Johan Duapas. Deontay Wilder got rocked badly by Eric Molina. None of these guys are elite. They all rocked Deontay Wilder. Why? Because he has no head movement. He has athleticism. That's what he do. Molina rocked him. Yeah. AJ has a great chin. You know what AJ has? He got heart. Because when he got dropped against Vladimir Klitschko, he got back up, baby. Oh my God. And don't even get me started with with Deontay Wilder in the amateurs. Have you seen the amount of times that Deontay Wilder got stopped in the amateurs? This guy been getting dropped. Have you seen AJ's recent training? I've seen some. I've seen a few little clips. Hi, oh, Fury just lies about everything. I feel sorry for Dillion White. Welcome to the stream, Vanessa Watson. I feel sorry for Ortiz. I think, or I think that Ortiz is a dumb businessman. I think that Ortiz is dumb because had he taken the Joshua fight and had he gotten knocked out against Anthony Joshua, at least he would have made a massive amount of money. You know, even after taxes, even after expenses, right? Even after he had to pay his promoter, his team, he would have been left with a big chunk of change, and I'm talking about the millions, probably like 6 point something $1 million. But because he had to listen, or because I don't know, like I told you, because he was forced to not take that fight, he's gonna make around 500,000, and after all expenses, Ortiz will be left with like maybe $250,000. So instead of having the $6 million, he's actually going to be left with like 250K. And it's sad because he's never going to make a big payday after that. He's already at the end of his career, so that's his big. This Wilder fight is going to be Ortiz's last payday, unless Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn feel generous and they give Ortiz a fight. But to be honest, I wouldn't want to see it after Ortiz gets knocked out against Deontay Wilder again. I don't want to see Anthony Joshua fight him, because if Anthony Joshua fights Ortiz, he's not going to get no credit whatsoever. They're going to say, oh, fuck out of here. Ortiz is damaged goods. He got knocked out twice against fucking Deontay Wilder. He got knocked out twice. That's what they're going to say. So there's no point. There's no point in Ortiz fighting Anthony Joshua. There's no point. He will get no credit. They'll just say, man, he real damaged now. What's the point in that? Presley, welcome to the stream. And he is going to get knocked out. Wilder is running, bro. He been running. This is Wilder's ducking here. Anthony Lamar, are you blind? AJ does have head movement. AJ moves so fast with head movement. And Anthony Lamar blinked and missed it. Ortiz has looked bad since Wilder KO'd him. Yeah, Ortiz hasn't done anything since Wilder KO'd him. Joshua doesn't need Wilder. He can earn $30 million a fight against his mandatory Wilder. Yeah, that's true, Rosby. That's true. Deontay Wilder only makes a lot of money if he's fighting a really credible opponent. If he's fighting a dude who's known, who has a fan base, as opposed to Anthony Joshua, he could fucking fight Eric Molina and he'll make $30 million. He could fight Jarrell Miller and he'll make $30 million. He doesn't need, now when he fights Deontay Wilder or like another big name, he's probably going to get the highest payday, but he doesn't necessarily, he's kind of like Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was a guy that he could fight anyone. He could fight fucking Robert the Ghost Guerrero and make $32 million. He's basically in that type of level where he could fight anyone, as opposed to Wilder needs these big names. That's why, if you notice, Wilder only got his big paydays when he fought the big names. When he fought Tyson Fury, when he fought what's his name, Luis Ortiz. I know people are saying he got paid $10 million when he faced Dominic Brazil, but I don't believe that shit. PBC slave contract. In AJ's country, boxing is the #1 sport, and the tickets are cheaper. For all the guys in the UK, what Anthony Lamar said, is that true? Anthony Lamar says that in the UK, boxing is the #1 sport. So because it's the #1 sport, that's the only reason Anthony Joshua sells out. So I'm not from the UK, but I know I got a lot of UK guys in my chat, in my live stream. So let him know, because you guys got more knowledge than me when it comes to that. I don't know. That's what he's saying. I'm just saying, answer his question. Let me see what they say. In the UK, boxing is not the number. Yeah, Darren Johnson just said that. No, it's football. Adam says football. Waterfall says football. Darren says football. Kenzaki says football, second rugby, and then I don't know what the fuck, how to say that. Snooker. Soccer, Soccer. Yeah. I made a video once and I asked that question. What's the number one sport in the UK? And a bunch of my subscribers were like, football, rugby. They were exactly what you guys are saying. They were telling me that as well. They were saying boxing is not. So that's so you see, boxing is not even the number one sport in the UK, and AJ is still that. It's just AJ just has a bigger fan base. That's just what it is. Football is the number one sport. No, boxing is not. Yo, Pal, welcome to the stream. Luke C, welcome to the stream. Adam Miley, welcome to the stream. X Wilder fanboy, welcome to the stream. Boxing is not the biggest sport. It's football, then crickets. Yo, what is crickets? I've always heard of that, but I don't know what the hell that is. What the hell is crickets? Peter Kelly, welcome to the stream. Tennis probably bigger. We just support our fighters. Yeah, that's one thing about the UK is they're very hardcore boxing fans who support their fighters, man. They support their fighters. I like that about the UK. Salute to X Wilder fanboy. Salute. We fill football stadiums up and down the country week in and week out. AJ has made boxing bigger in the UK because he has fought top opponents unlike Wilder. I think it. Correct me if I'm wrong. When Anthony Joshua fought Vladimir Klitschko, that was a big deal, wasn't it? I think that helped make AJ like a superstar in the UK, didn't it? Did it not? When he fought Vladimir Klitschko, because I remember when he fought him in Wembley over there, like it was like a big deal. And I get the feeling that when he fought Vladimir Klitschko and the way that fight went, how exciting that fight was, and the way Joshua knocked him out and everything, how electric, because it was very electrifying. I have a feeling that like really boosted Anthony Joshua's popularity over there in the UK. British Superbike is bigger than boxing. British Superbike. Not all shows sell out. Only well hype shows or general. I'm from the Caribbean, Trinidad. Yo, shout out to the Caribbean. Shout out to Trinidad. By the way, AJ can fill up Wembley with 80 to 85,000 people. Wilder can't fill up his backyard. Wilder can't sell out 20,000. Wilder, the most the most people have ever attended Wilder's a fight was probably, I think, 13,000. Yeah, that was massive. Yeah, I knew it. Cricket is like the boring baseball in a way. Yeah, I've heard of that, but I never knew what the fuck that was. The thing is with boxing, we make it a day out, get drunk, have a sing song, and support the fighters. Formula One, is that like race car driving? Is for again, I'm not. I've heard of these sports, but like I don't really do research on them. Nile by the mouth. Welcome to the stream. He only beat Vlad because he got in his head, and Vlad then fought AJ. Would have beat the Vlad, then fought AJ. Would have beat Fury. AJ beating Klitschko made him a superstar. Even Matt Killerman was blown away by it. Yeah. Even Deontay Wilder was blown away by it. He was there. He attended that fight. I just watched Takam versus AJ. Would love to see Wilder face Takam. Takam is one tough dude. My prediction, Wilder would lose badly. Oh, I wouldn't say that in golf. I think I would actually pick Wilder against Takam. Formula One is pretty big here. Boxing is not a sport. I'm from the UK. Soccer, football, cricket, tennis, then maybe boxing or dart. But to be fair, AJ did a lot for boxing in the UK. Boxing is, let me tell you something right now. I do agree that Anthony Joshua, at least for like the heavyweights when it comes to the UK, really helped out because I remember like early on, at the start of this decade, I'm talking 2010, 2011, boxing was more in the darker. Like I remember I saw a video of like Hatman Strikes Back, and it was more in the dark ages, at least at the start of the decade, right? I mean, the only really heavyweights you guys had was maybe I would say David Hay, and what's his name? Because this was before Dillion White came along, AJ came along, and maybe David Price, Tyson Fury, but I do think that it's more like because there's more fan. Like I could just tell Because I remember being in the boxing community back then, and it wasn't as like lit as it currently is, as the people like to say lit as it currently is right now. So I do think he helped it out. Klitschko fight was a huge over here, and the manner in which the fight was fought, capture. People like to say Vlad was old, but have to find AJ props. Who else takes on Vlad and only and that's why I was so embarrassed, Ross B. I was so embarrassed when Anthony Joshua fought Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder never did that because I was embarrassed because he fought him first than Vladimir Klitschko when people were begging Deontay Wilder to fight Vladimir Klitschko, and B, he only had like 19 fights when he fought Vladimir Klitschko. And you want to know what the funny part about that is? When everyone was begging Deontay Wilder to fight Vladimir Klitschko, his manager or his team were saying, Wilder's too green. He's a baby. He got 33 fights. So Wilder had 33 fights, and Shelly Finkel was saying, Wilder's a baby. He's too green. He gotta take baby steps, baby. They were saying Wilder is a baby at fucking 33 fights. Yet Anthony Joshua had 14 fights less than Wilder, and he fought fucking Vladimir Klitschko. So it's just an excuse. It's an excuse, bro. Have you seen John McDermott versus Tyson Fury? Yeah, Hussein. I've heard that Tyson Fury looked like shit against John McDermott, but I actually did not watch that fight. Social media has helped with yes, Scooter Boy. Social media has definitely helped with the new growth in boxing. First of all, you got people on Twitter, you got Facebook, you got even YouTube. People like me who make videos talking about boxing also help promote boxing. On YouTube, you got the guys, the boxers, even promoters like Eddie Hearn, tweeting, responding to like tweets and shit. So I agree with that. I think social media is a good for boxing. I mean, well, with anything, like there's trolls and stuff, but I think it does. I think people, it definitely helped boxing. I think that's a good thing. That Shirley Finkel impression is terrible. Yeah, I'm not as good as Hammond. Hammond, it does it to a T. I think I sounded more like Deontay Wilder. David Price would have knocked him out at super heavyweight in the Olympics. Who, Rosby? He would have knocked out who? That's embarrassing. Less than 1 million views on free fucking TV. Yeah. Wilder is going to break Mayweather's record soon, just one by one. Wilder is going to break Well, I think Wilder's going to get the money he wants because Wilder is a diva. That's what he is. He's a diva. And he understands the risks in fighting Anthony Joshua. So he's firm in asking a certain amount, right? He's firm in it. He's not going to change his mind. So I think what's going to end up happening is Eddie Hearn and DAZN are going to have to give Deontay Wilder exactly what he's asking for. And I think they want this fight to happen. So I think they will cave in, excuse me, and give Deontay Wilder what he's demanding. So he's probably going to make $100 million. There will almost be as many people at the weigh-in tomorrow than officially bought tickets to Wilder Brazil. 4K tickets gone. Oh, yeah, because tomorrow, that's true. Oh, my God. Tomorrow we got Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua weigh-in. Wilder got a draw. He ain't breaking no records. No. Anthony has more to prove. That's right. Anthony has more to prove. When it comes to what? When it comes to what? What does he have more to prove? Only reason Wilder got to the Olympics was because of his height and reach advantage. 6'7", cruiserweight, fighting 5'11" guys. He looked awful. I've seen his amateur fights getting schooled consistently. Oh yeah, because I remember like when Wilder was first coming up, they were saying that like It was astonishing and amazing that he was even able to win a bronze medal in the Olympics when he had no experience. I also think because he's athleticism and probably because of his punching power. You know, he always had that punching power. AJ fought more unifications than Wilder. Facts there, bro. He can't break the record as long as he keeps fighting joggers. Yeah, he can't. He can't break the record. Wilder will never make 100 million because he's too scared to fight AJ or White. He will make a trilogy versus Ortiz. Maybe if Wilder wanted that $100 million payday, what he needs to do, Kanzaki, is after he gets past 49-year-old Luis Ortiz, he needs to fight Dillion White in the UK. Knock out Dillion White the same way he knocked out Dominic Brazil. Holy shit, that would do wonders for Deontay Wilder. Could you imagine that? Imagine Wilder fought Dillion White in the UK and knocked him out in the first round. That would really, really help him out a lot. Help him out a lot. Then you're gonna have. Then he could start probably demanding the money. Martin, welcome to the stream. Wilder is a beast with better resume. No, he's not. Get out of here. Not even you believe that, Martin. He's not no beast. He is a puncher though, but he's not no beast. He don't have no. He has a crappy resume. AJ already sold more tickets than Wilder has for this fight. Fact. So yeah, AJ. You know what's embarrassing, bro? You know what's embarrassing? What's embarrassing is that Anthony Joshua is not even from the U.S. and he sold more tickets fighting Andy Ruiz, a guy that nobody really knows of, than Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder has been fighting in the Barclays Center. Deontay Wilder has knocked out several dudes in the Barclays Center. And he's fought there several times. They know who he is. They know who Deontay Wilder is in Brooklyn. Yet, a fucking guy who's never fought in the U.S., never fought in Brooklyn, never fought in New York, outsells you. That's some embarrassing shit. And then people have the nerve. People like Blue Blood have the nerve to say, if Wilder fought, Wilder could fight anyone in Wembley and he'll sell out. He can't even. People in his own country don't even know him like that. Get out of here. Sorry, guys. I just wanted attention. I'm really lonely tonight. It matters because it determines how much of a fighter gets paid. How many bums has Wilder fought, though? Maybe 35 of his opponents. Yeah, I agree, Adam. Like, if you actually take the time to look at Deontay Wilder's first 30 opponents, they were all trash. Like, I don't count Wilder's first 30 opponents. I don't count them. I don't count them because they were all bums. I mean, unless you count Jason Gavin, a guy with 17 losses. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me go to this guy's. Let me go to this dude's box rec just to tell you the fucking loss ratio with some of these dudes he was fighting. Okay, I'm gonna go to this guy's box. I don't count Deontay Wilder's first 30 fights. I don't count them. They were trash. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. He fought Ethan Cox. Pound for pound, Ethan Cox. Bum. He fought Shannon Gray. Bum. He fought Richard Green Jr. Bum. He fought Joseph Raboot. Bum. He fought Charles Brown. Bum. He fought Kelsey Arnold. Bum. He fought Travis Allen. Bum. He fought Jerry Vaughn. Bum. He fought Ty Cobb. Bum. He fought Alvaro Morales. Bum. Oh shit. This is when he finally starts stepping up in competition. He fought the pound for pound king, Dustin Nichols. Bum. He fought Shannon Kuddle. Bum. Then he fought Harold Schooners. Who the fuck? Yo, Harold Schooners was his, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Harold Schooners was his 12th pro fight. He got knocked down against him. Bum. He fought Dan Sheenan. Bro. Dan Sheenan has 38 losses. No fucking lie. Deontay Wilder fought a guy with 38 losses in his 14th fight. That's crazy, yo. Then after that, he fought a bum named I can't pronounce this guy. Abram. I'm just gonna call him Abram. He fought a bum named Abram. Then he fought Ray J. Penna. Bum. Then he fought, oh my God, in his 18th fight, he fought a guy named, no. In his 15th fight, he fought a guy named Damian Reed. Dude got 15 losses. The dude had 15 losses. Then he fought a guy named Dominic Alexander. The dude had 11 losses. Wilder fought a dude with 11 losses in his 17th pro fight. Then he fights a guy named Daniel Cota. Bum. Then he fights David Long. Bum. In his 20th fight, Deontay Wilder fights a guy named Marlon Hayes. The dude got 10 losses. So his first 20 fights, as you guys just heard me, they were all against bums. But let's keep going because it doesn't stop there. We're just getting started. Now, his 21st fight, he fights a guy named Jesse Oatman. Who the fuck is Jesse Oatman? In his 22nd professional fight, he fights a guy named Owen Beck. Guess what, people? Owen Beck had 10 losses. Bum. In his 23rd professional fight, this is the same amount of fights that Anthony Joshua has, by the way. In Deontay Wilder's 23rd professional fight, he fights Curtin Maxwell, a dude with 5 losses. Then, get this, in his 24th pro fight, he fights a super middleweight. Yes, he fights a super middleweight who gained 60 pounds to fight at heavyweight. These are facts. A guy named Damon McCurry. Damon McCurry turned pro at 168, okay? He turned pro at 168. He was campaigning at super middleweight. Then he got lazy. And he said, you know what, baby? I want to eat some cheesecake. I want to eat some of that cake. Some of that good shit. He gained like 50 pounds, bro. And then he fought fucking Deontay Wilder. So Deontay Wilder actually fought a super middleweight who was just out of shape. Then in his 25th pro fight, he fights Calvin Price. This was his first step up. I saw that fight live, he fought him on December 15th, 2012. Bro, I saw that fight live. I believe it was in HBO. That was looked at as his first step up. So Deontay Wilder's first step up in his fucking entire career was when he fought Calvin Price in his 25th fight. Yeah, just compare that to Anthony Joshua. And mind you, Calvin Price went on to basically be a bum because he went on to lose against lower. And another thing, Calvin Price was nearly 40. I think he was like 38 years old, so he was fucking old. And guess what happens? Guess what happens after Deontay Wilder has his first step up against Calvin Price in his 25th fight? He fights a bum named Matthew Greer. So he goes backwards. He goes from fighting from having his first test as a heavyweight to taking a step backwards and fighting a guy named Matthew Greer, a guy with 8 fucking losses. Then he fights, oh my God, woo! He fights the pound for pound king, Audley Harrison, the A-team. You guys remember Audley Harrison? He goes to the UK and knocks out 45-year-old Audley, the A-team Harrison. Okay, he fights Audley Harrison in his 27th professional fight. Audley Harrison was washed up when he fought Deontay Wilder. Then, guess what? He goes back to the States and he fights. Oh my God. Yo, I remember when he fought this dude and people were giving him so much credit. Get this. In Wilder's 28th professional fight, he fights Sergey Lihovalev. Sergey Lihovalev had not fought in 3 years. Sergey Lihovalev had not fought in 3 years, and he was coming off 2 knockout losses. He had gotten the crap beat out of him against Brian Jennings, and he had gotten the crap beat out of him against Robert Helenius. Like, go look at those fights. He got his ass whooped against Robert Helenius and Brian Jennings. On top of that, he was coming off a 3-year layoff. Wilder fights him, knocks him out in the first round. He gets a seizure. People were trying to give him credit for that. I remember that. Oh my God. He knocked out Sergio Leone in 30 seconds. That's crazy, baby. Bro, no shit he was going to do that. He was coming off 2 losses and he hadn't fought in 3 years. He was shot. Then, oh God, then Wilder takes a massive step up. In his 30th fight, Wilder takes the biggest step of his fucking career, homie. He fights Nikolai Furfa, a guy with 10 losses. Round of applause, people. Wilder fights a guy with 10 losses in his 30th fight. Imagine if Anthony Joshua fought a guy with 10 losses in his 30th fight, he would be crucified. Wilder fought a guy with 10 losses in his 30th fight. Let that sink in. Let it sink in. Now, who did he fight after Nikolai Furfa? Malik Scott. Now, if you guys didn't know this, Malik Scott is Deontay Wilder's best friend. They're always, every time I see interviews of Deontay Wilder, you always see Malik Scott in the background. Whenever they show footage of Deontay Wilder in training camp when he's in Bama over there, if you look at the background, you always see Malik Scott in the background. So you know what I actually think happened? I actually think, because when he fought Malik Scott, they looked at that as a step up. But people had no idea that Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder were best friends. So you know what I think happened? I think Deontay Wilder went over to Malik Scott one day. He called him up, right? He rung him up, and he was like, listen, baby, if I fight you, I'm going to get massive credit because everybody keeps saying I'm fighting nothing but bums. So if I fight you, I'm going to get massive credit. So you know what, baby? How about you let me knock you out in the first round? So then people look at me and say that I knocked out my biggest test in the first round. And I think Malik Scott said, okay. And then they fucking agreed to fight. And then you know what happened? Deontay Wilder throws a right hand. It fucking misses Malik Scott by an inch. It fucking misses Malik Scott's face by an inch. Doesn't even fucking graze him. It literally misses his fucking face by an inch. Malik Scott goes down. He acts like he just got shot in the face. That was the fakest knockout I've ever seen in my life. That was so fake. Talk about a dive. Malik Scott took that dive, but the acting was terrible, man. That was the biggest con job of this was 2014. That was the biggest con job in heavyweight boxing of the year 2014. When Malik Scott took that fake ass dive, when he acted like he got hit flush, and that never fucking happened. All right, after he excuse me, after Malik Scott took that horrible dive, that intentional dive, guess what Deontay Wilder does, people? You're going to love this. He fights Jason Gavern. Jason Gavern had 16 losses. Let that sink in. Deontay Wilder fought a guy with 16 losses in his 32nd professional fight. Okay, 16 losses in his 32nd professional fight. So if you really think about it, no one should count Deontay Wilder's. I just named all of Deontay Wilder's first 32 fights. No one should give Deontay Wilder credit for fighting his first 32 fights because they were all cherry-picked bums. I'm telling you right now. At least, definitely the last few that I was mentioning. His first 32 fights were bums. Now, this was when Deontay Wilder finally stepped up. This is when he finally stepped up. January 17th, 2015. He fought Beware Remains to Vern. Now, when this fight first happened, a lot of people were giving this was like the fight because people were sick and tired of Deontay Wilder's cherry picking. They were criticizing him so much. So when he fought Bermain Severin, this was looked at the first time Deontay Wilder fought a guy with a pose. Oh my God, he's doing it. He's fighting Bermain Severin for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world. He goes the distance against Severin. One-sided fight. I gave him credit. I didn't have a channel back then, but I gave him credit. I was like, yes, Deontay, and mind you, I was patriotic back then, so I was like, yes, Deontay Wilder, he a champion. He bring a belt back to the United States. He beats DeVern. And then what does Deontay Wilder do? He fights Eric Molina. I had to go on Google and I had to put the name Eric Molina. I had to search Eric Molina up. If you are a champion and you're defending your belt against an opponent, I should not have to Google your opponent's name. I should already instantaneously know who the fuck your opponent is, because I'm a hardcore boxing fan. So so I know who the dudes are in the in your fucking weight division. So it's not a good look when me, a hardcore boxing fan, has to go on fucking Google and be like, who the fuck is Eric Molina? I never heard of him. I went on fucking Google and then I went to BoxRec. And then I searched up Eric Molina and I was looking through his resume and I said, oh my God, Wilder's fighting a guy, another bum. He defends his WBC belt for the first time against Eric Molina. And he looks like shit against him. He gets rocked. He gets hurt. He looks so bad. People were coming up with excuses. You had dudes saying, nah, son. Nah. The reason Deontay Wilder looked bad against Eric Molina was because Eric Molina was just that good. You had Deontay Wilder fans trying to justify that shit. Nah, bro. See, Wilder was just overly excited because he was fighting in Alabama. He was fighting in his hometown. The thing is, Eric Molina is just that good. Eric Molina is a top 10 heavyweight. That's why he made Wilder look bad, bro. That's why oh my God. And then we later find out that Eric Molina was actually a bum the whole time. It's just Wilder's such a poor fighter that Eric Molina made Deontay Wilder look bad. And then guess what happens? Deontay Wilder defends his WBC belt once again. This time against a guy named Johann Duopas. Now, when I heard that Deontay Wilder was fighting Johann Duopas, once again, you know what I had to do as a hardcore boxing fan? I had to go on Google. I had to type in the name Johann Duopas just to see who the fuck is this guy. Once again, I had to Google a Deontay Wilder opponent. I had to Google him. And then I saw and I looked and I said, okay. The only name I recognized in Johann Duopas' resume at that point was Manuel Char. And I believe I forgot his name. And some other guy. But I saw he fought Manuel Char. So I said, okay. At least he fought somebody I heard of, because I heard of Manuel Char. Then Deontay Wilder fights him, and Deontay Wilder, that's a tough fight for Deontay Wilder. That was the fight where Deontay Wilder's, I think it was either his left eye or his right eye got swollen up. Like, it looked like it was just, he had a big ass swollen, he was swollen up, bro. He was swollen up. That was that fight. And he didn't look that good. Of course, Johann Duopas goes on to beat Robert Helenius, which I think was a good win for him. And then he goes on to, like, lose against what's his name, Jarrell Big Juicer Miller and Alexander Povetkin. So it's not like he went on to do great things. Then Deontay Wilder defends his WBC belt for the third consecutive time against a guy named Artur Szpilka. And you guessed it, once again, I had to go to Google and type in Artur Szpilka. I did not know who Artur Szpilka was. Okay, so this was the third time in a row where Deontay Wilder defended his belt where I had to fucking Google an opponent. And then I said, okay, he fought Brian Jennings. At least he fought Brian Jennings. So I was like, let me give him some props. And you know what happened? When they fought, I was impressed by Artur Szpilka. When that fight happened, I had no idea who Artur Szpilka was, but I was impressed. I was like, okay, this Artur Szpilka character is looking pretty decent. He's looking pretty decent in there. You know what I'm saying? He's looking pretty decent. He was giving Wilder a boxing lesson. And then, of course, he gets caught with that right hand. But what has happened with Artur Szpilka since then? He's been beaten up by Adam Konacki. He's been going on a downhill spiral. This was what pissed me off right here in his next title defense. He fights Chris Arreola. Chris Arreola wasn't even ranked in the WBC rankings. A. B. Chris Arreola was shot to bits. Chris Arreola was struggling with guys like Fred Cassie. Chris Arreola got a gift decision against a guy named Travis Kaufman. At this point, Chris Arreola was a shot fighter. So I was not happy with this title defense because I felt like, because people wanted to see Deontay Wilder fight Chris Arreola 3 years earlier when he was more in his prime, not this version of Chris Arreola. So I was like, man, why is he fighting him now? He should have fought him fucking 3 years ago, not now. So he was over the hill when he fought Deontay Wilder. I believe he also broke his right hand in that fight. And then, if you guys remember, he was gonna fight. What's his name? He was going to fight some Polish heavyweight, some Polish heavyweight, but that guy tested positive for steroids, so he fought Washington. I gave him some credit for that. This is the first guy I actually gave Deontay Wilder credit for beating when he fought Washington, because Washington was unbeaten. But as the years have gone on, it seems that Washington was fucking jack shit. It seems like he was never nothing to begin with because he's been fucking giving up on all his fucking fights. He got destroyed by Adam Konecki. He gave up against Jarrell Miller. So at the time, I thought that was a good win for Deontay Wilder. But as the years go on, it seems to be getting. It seems like that win is more overrated than ever because, like I said, Washington has just been losing. Then of course he fights Bermane Stiverne. I made a video on my channel because that was when I first created my channel. I made a video. I was not happy about that. Of course, Ortiz, Fury, and Brazil. That's it. I just went through Deontay Wilder's entire resume. I went through his whole resume. And out of all those guys, you mean to tell me Deontay Wilder has a good resume? No, it's overrated. It's overrated. The best guys in his resume is Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury. That's it. And to be honest with you, it's Ortiz. It's really Luis Ortiz. Because he couldn't beat Tyson Fury. He could not beat Tyson Fury. Okay? So if you really think about it, the best dude in his resume is Luis Ortiz because he actually legitimately beat him. But he couldn't beat Tyson Fury. So that's his best win. That's it. De La Hoya, welcome to the stream. Let me see what I missed. Keep it up, just subbed. I'm out. Thanks for the sub. What up, Rec? What up, Lauren? Luke Richards. Yo, I'm sorry I missed someone. I was going through Deontay Wilder's entire resume. What up, Rec? What up, Michael A? I don't know why I was gonna say what up, Michael B. Jordan. Davey Collins, what up? And the referee had to save him. And yeah. A lot of people say that Deontay Wilder was gonna be stopped in the no. A lot of people say that Luis Ortiz should have beaten. No, the referee should have stopped the fight when Deontay Wilder got hurt and when Luis Ortiz was giving him a beating in the corner. I remember that. But yeah, that's his best. The best guy he fought, Luis Ortiz, because he didn't beat He didn't beat Tyson Fury. So this is what I'm saying when it comes to Deontay Wilder. His resume is overrated. I don't count his first 32 fights. I'm sorry, they're bums. Yep. From all we're turning up public workouts. Meanwhile, at Wilder's public, oh man, shout out. The rest were bums. Yeah, Roth, that's true. The rest were bums. Again, do your own research. Look at his first 32 fights. They were against none but bums. He was also allowed extra time to recover. And he lost in his resume. Nope. And that's a game plan. John, it's guys like Blue Blood just chatting and praising him, inflating his ego. Oh, like when they interview him, also 78 Sports TV. They be kissing his ass in the interviews. You the man, babe. You the man. You the realist. Keep doing what you're doing, Wilder. Keep doing what you're doing. Just keep your head up. Don't listen to these trolls. Don't listen to these haters. Keep your head up. Keep doing what you're doing. America supports you, man. America supports you, man. We know who's really ducking in this situation, Wilder. We know who's really ducking. What do you think about Fury ducking White? I'm pissed off about that, Michael A. I'm pissed off about that because I feel that Tyson Fury is a fucking hypocrite and he's a walking contradiction, man. This guy goes around trashing Anthony Joshua, trashing Deontay Wilder, yet he ducked Deontay Wilder earlier on this year, yet he ducked Anthony Joshua early on this year, yet he's fighting a guy named Tom Schwartz. He has the nerve to say that Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder need to fight better opponents, yet this guy's fighting a bum. He has the nerve to call Dillion White a bum, yet watch him fight an actual bum next. Like, if he actually does not take this fight with Dillion White next, after he gets past bum ass Tom Schwartz, if he actually does not take this fight with Dillion White, watch him fight a guy you never heard of. Watch, you have to Google his opponent. He's gonna fight some dude named Mario Gemini's or some shit. Some guy you never heard of. You're gonna be like, who the fuck is this dude? You're gonna have to Google him. That's what I'm saying. He's a hypocrite. You know, he's just dude. You say this, but then you do the exact same thing. He's got bipolar. Expect him to retire. And if you're claiming he's a bad, yeah, like he was doing back in 2017. Wrecked, please. We need your collaboration with YB. 78 Sports TV was spamming the Sky Sports stream, calling AJ a loser. He was? I don't know. I wasn't watching. Catherine says, what has the heavyweight division come to? Some exciting fighters, but they won't fight each other. They're going to be 70 by the time they fight. I mean, Ortiz is almost at that age, you know. Ain't too far from it. WWE forever. Welcome to the stream, man. Joshua wanted Wilder to show up to his garbage fight for promo. If you watch Breakfast Club interview, Joshua did not go to Wilder fight because of a deal being made. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around, comes around. Nah, it's like Tyson already declined White fight. That's bullshit. He's gonna fight bum. Watch. Just got rebanned on the pussy ass nigga live. I'm surprised English fans let him get away with it. If they had heard that he would have been taken out outside and smashed. Nexus 1, welcome to the stream. Yeah, 78 Sports TV is calling AJ boring. Yeah. 78 Sports TV is a Deontay Wilder. He's Deontay Wilder's #1 dick rider in the YouTube boxing community. He was sucking Wilder off very early on. I remember like back in 2013, he was making videos back then, just sucking off Deontay Wilder, saying he the champ, saying he's a new era terror. He's always been sucking off Deontay Wilder. He's never gonna change. He's never gonna give Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua credit. Shit. All right, guys. A call's coming in, and I gotta take that call because it's very important for me. So I'm gonna have to end this stream right now. So thank you guys, everyone who stopped by. I'm gonna end the stream right now. Thank you guys for stopping by. Everyone who was here. Thank you all the guys who thumbs up the video. I really appreciate that. And tomorrow, maybe I'm gonna do a live reaction to Anthony Joshua versus you know what I'm gonna do? Booty call says J. Eldon. Listen, you know what I'm gonna do? Do you guys want me to do like a live reaction to Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz weigh-in? Because I think I'm gonna do that. If you guys want me to do it, because I know they're gonna do they're probably gonna stream it. They're probably gonna do like a live stream of the Joshua versus Andy Ruiz weigh-in. But I was thinking of maybe doing that. All right, peace out. Next one. Peace out, Mike A. Peace out, Vanessa. Peace out, John Cable. Peace out, Ross B. Peace out, Kanzaki. Yes, live stream. All right, you guys said okay. All right, bye guys. Have a good day. I'm out.